welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. I'm in the garden today and I'm about to hook up some irrigation to this bed that I planted the radishes in the other day. I did not have enough tubing and now my tubing has arrived, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hook this up. And then I have some up potting that I wanna do. I have some planting that I wanna do. I have some more cabbages that I wanna plant. I wanna plant some Napa cabbages. Let's go ahead and get started. And this is the bed that I was speaking about. And I have already went ahead and put the tubing in. I started right here. This is where I stopped. I didn't have any tubing left. And so I went ahead and I connected it and I ran it around here. I am going to be very, very careful. I'm not going to be talking while I'm doing it. I am just going to go ahead and do it. Okay, so I'm going to turn the water on and see if it is working. Okay, you all, the water is dripping, but it wasn't dripping at first. I had to go back over there and turn the water off, go into the house, get some more plugs, because I had these in my pocket, and I know I did have some of the ones that have the hole in the end of it like this. You can see that with the hole, but I obviously put a goof plug in there instead of putting the right part that I needed. And it's because of these critters. Y'all, I was so upset. I couldn't hardly think straight. I was so upset. I came out here, I was enjoying myself as usual. And my daughter came out because she went and put her little boots on and she came out here. She probably wasn't gonna do nothing, but she was out here. She came out and we were walking and she was talking and looking and talk, you know, but like I told you, kids don't be looking down when they walking, they be looking up. And I was walking just about a couple feet behind her. And y'all, she stepped over a snake. She did not see it. She stepped right over it. He was stretched out, but it was small. But I'm not sure what kind it was, but I didn't like the markings that I saw on him, so I'm going to look it up when I get inside. But, yeah, I lost it. I did. I lost it. And I guess it scared her because I said it in a way you could hear I was about to cry in my voice. And I told her she stepped right over it. And at the same time that I was telling her that, I went to work on him with this shovel. Y'all, I wore him out because it just, you know, I'm like, we're coming out here and my baby coming out here trying to, you know, spend some time out here with her mom in the garden. And then there they are. They don't even understand about no boundaries. It's just like I think they believe that it's mating season or something because they just I don't know what's going on. And they got all these fields around here, all this water out here, but they want to be out here in the residential area. And so I was very upset. I came over here and I was trying to put this together, but I was scared at the same time because I don't like this bed because, as I told you, this bed got this wood in the bottom of it and this soil constantly sinks where this wood is in here. So at some point, I know this wood is going to decay. I'm going to eventually go ahead one day and just go in the store and just buy a trunk load of soil and come out here and just pour it in here until I can fill this bed up where this soil is not constantly sinking in here. But not happening right now. But I had to go over there a couple of times. I am seeing a lot of things that I need to harvest. I saw a couple of more beds over there that I really would like to hook the irrigation up to. Well, I've got irrigation in there, but as I'm planting things now, this irrigation I want it where it's, you know, I told you that I learned how to do it better. So I would like to go ahead and do it, but y'all, I'm gonna probably wait until it's ice on the ground to come out here and do it until these critters are out of here or go and do whatever they do when it's freezing cold or when they freeze and stick to the ground. I don't know what they do, but I just don't want to be out here. I just don't trust it. And y'all, I seriously came out here and tell y'all, I just, you know how, I just got to tell you something. I came out here and I looked at this roselle. Y'all, this roselle, this is some good tasting stuff. Let me show y'all. Y'all look at how big and pretty this roselle is. But y'all, I got mad at this roselle. I looked over here and see it didn't have no callus on it, not one single callus on it. I started just chop it all down because I was like, now I know I like the way it tastes, but I'm really not really interested that much in that drink. I don't like the fact that I can't see that at this late in the season that I still can't see things. And I just started to just chop it down, but that was in just a moment that I had. I'm not gonna chop the roselle down right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait. I've been enjoying eating it raw and cooked. So it's just the only thing that is still so big and bushy out here. Everything else I can see. And I had a moment that I just really wanted it down, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna leave it. But there is a lot of things that I need to harvest. Let me show you these peppers. I really need to go ahead and harvest these peppers. I wanna come over here and work on my Dollar Tree stackable. I have not completely decided what I'm going to put in it. I just know I want it to be some type of food. I know that. I know I want to put something in these Dollar Tree stackables right here, that is right here by this roselle. Roselle is right behind it. Or Jamaican sorrel. It is right behind it. So I am thinking about what I can plant in here. But I know I want it to be an edible. So there is a lot of work to do out here, but it's just, it slowed me down by having to walk back and forth so many times just to do that bed. But I did want that bed to have some water running to it, because the hose is, you know, it will reach back here, but you know, it takes a lot to get it all the way back there. So I would rather have the irrigation dripping to it. So that was a big accomplishment for today. So I think since we got that done, I'm just gonna since the irrigation is over there dripping, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna plant those Nappa cabbages. I've been putting that off. I need to go ahead and plant those Nappa cabbages. But I'm gonna wait on and harvest these peppers tomorrow, and I'll do a harvest on whatever else is out here tomorrow. Y'all, look how big these carrots I got. These are the carrots that I transplanted. I planted them in the seed trays and then planted them out into this half whiskey barrel. They have grown really fast. And the Swiss chard is also growing real fast. And I think that I'm gonna go ahead and harvest it today. Got some kind of bug on here. I'm gonna harvest this. I think I'm gonna harvest I'm gonna leave probably a leaf on there on each plant to photosynthesize, but I'm gonna eat this. Trying to make sure there are no worms or anything on there. I want to check my some of my brassicas over here too. Make sure that there are no worms on those. Mustard greens and turnip greens in this bed are doing really good. This eggplant is still doing so good. I still have not removed it because, as you can see, it has eggplants on it right now. So I'm going to leave them. I'm not going to even raise this cloth up. I'm just going to look. I can see that those brassicas look good. If there were worms on it, there would be some evidence of worm there would be damage on them. So there's no holes in there. So I have not put any BT on these yet. So, well, I don't know. I may have put it on there when I first planted them. Yes, I did. When I first planted them out, I put BT on them. So that is why there are no holes or worm damage in none of these brassicas. So I will be coming out and putting some more on them. And I'm going to check these over here. I'm going to check in this bed because I was out here the other day and I was just watering. And I looked and saw a white butterfly leaving this plant. And at first I was thinking, cute little white butterfly. And then I thought about who that was. That is that cabbage moth over here trying to lay eggs on my plant. And so when I was spraying it scared it off. So I don't see any worms, but I see this. There's some more Swiss chard over here. That would help to make a nice meal for me. But you all see, I put some of those seeds out here, those red mustards. This is a bad leaf, so take it off. But these red mustards have germinated over here. That's a broccoli right here. Those leaves look so good. I'm gonna try to resist getting any of those leaves. I'll leave those to go ahead and make some broccoli heads before I start pulling the leaves off. Unless they get a lot of leaves now, I will pull some of them off and eat them because they are very delicious. If you have never tried any of the broccoli leaves or cauliflower leaves, Brussels sprout leaves, they are delicious. I got some carrots right here. I'm gonna see if they have any nice sized carrots, because sometimes you have these carrots and they'll get all these leaves, and that just means they got a lot of nitrogen, but sometimes they don't have enough phosphorus. And I can tell those are out. Well, there's one nice size. I'm not gonna harvest it. There's a nice size one right there. And y'all, there is a worm down in there. Okay, I'm going to get this worm out. Come on out, worm. Come on. Come on. Did I tear you up to pieces? Y'all, oh, no, I didn't kill it. There he is. Y'all see that big old worm? This is that, what's this? This is the one that's going to turn to a butterfly. The, what is he called? What do you call the caterpillar? But he turns to the monarch butterfly. And he put off his little smell to try to keep me from messing with him. He probably, I'm not even gonna take him over there to the chicken because they're probably not gonna even eat him. See, he putting off something else. Is that an egg you laid? What was this? Something came out of it. And y'all, I'm just gonna throw him over here on the ground. I'm not gonna even bother. You know, you see, sometimes, you know, you'll let some of them. Now I could put him right here. Over here. See, I'm gonna let y'all see. Sometimes I be nice to critters. I'm gonna leave this one over here so he can turn to a little cute butterfly. Y'all let me know if I was wrong for putting him over there, if he wasn't the wrong one, because I could be mixed up. I think that's the one that turns to the monarch butterfly. Because they usually hang around those plants like carrots. They like to eat they're eating those leaves. They like to eat parsley and cilantro. You will see them on those plants a lot. But I'm being nice to this one because that snake had made me so upset. Y'all, I was hitting everything that looked like a snake. So a stick looked like a snake, I hit it. But I'm going to let him stay over here. And see, I'm putting him over here on some chrysanthemums. This plant needs some work on it. I need to get over here and just cut out something. I didn't have to cut it. I just pulled it and it came out. Get out that decaying leaves, and then just this plant will thrive more. And this is one from last season. I'm gonna turn this water off and I'm gonna show y'all the other one I got from last season. And y'all, they pacing back and forth, back and forth. They like, are you gonna come in here and let us out? Okay, this chrysanthemum is from last season, y'all, from last year. And look how beautiful it is. It was one of those very inexpensive ones. It was small when I purchased it. And I put it in this container. And all season we had hostas in this container. And so the hostas played out. And the big chrysanthemum just showed out. It was you know, small during the season. You could see that it was still there and it was doing okay because I showed you all in some videos. But look at it now. And just imagine once it gets all of its blooms out, and the color is more intense this season than it was last season. It looks more like a bright orange this season. Last season it looked more like a coral. So I'm very happy about that. Y'all, I did not take these collars inside and put them on the grow station, and look at the difference that it made. These collars have been out here for a while and they are still pretty small. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them out here. I may take them to the south side of the house so they'll get more sunlight, but I don't want them to get too much because it's still getting pretty warm during the day, and I don't want them to, you know, get overheated and wither up. So I don't know. I may leave them here for a little while longer and then up pot them, and maybe that'll help them out. And y'all, these Dusty Millers are beginning to look like Dusty Millers. I am so excited about those. And Cynthia gave me the seeds to these. Thank you, Cynthia, for my Dusty Miller seeds. They are doing great. And I plan to plant these out in a raised bed tomorrow. I'm going to put them in the double raised bed. Got a lot of celery in here. See, I think this may be a flower. What is this? Oh, that's the celery also. That's celery. Then I do have some chrysanthemums up there. They're not going into a raised bed. They'll be going into just poked in the garden of some of those containers. I still have a lot of containers out there that I can put those in. And this is, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't have a label. But like I said, it's not going to matter about labels. Things that don't have a label, they're still going to go out into the garden, and we just won't know what they are until they produce some fruit. But all of this is getting planted tomorrow. The first thing I thought of when I got these seeds out was that, well, since I got a lot of cabbages already, I won't be planting a lot of the cabbages. But you know what? I'm going to plant a lot of those cabbages. And I am not going to get a chance to do all the things that I plan to do because we had an appointment today, and so the time has really gone really fast on me. I didn't even get a chance to let the chickens out there upset with me today, and I'll make it up to them tomorrow. But I am going to go ahead, and I wanted to plant my kohlrabi also, but I think I'm going to use this tray for my Nappa cabbage because I did not get a chance to plant in Nappa cabbage. And y'all know I've been wanting those Nappa cabbages. I just don't see how I could plant part of this tray with Nappa cabbages because, as I told you, it's possible that I have to share these with some people. So I am going to, I might have to even share some of the seedlings. So I want to make sure that I have enough for, you know, I don't want to have to say, well, I don't have a, you know, I don't want to have to say that. I want to make sure I have enough because, like I say, they're tiny seeds, and I can easily fill this tray with seeds and have enough to share with someone. So let me get this tray watered, and then we'll get to dropping those seeds. It is best to moisten your soil before you put it into your tray, because sometimes that soil don't get saturated enough. Let me see if it's draining through what I have. See, as you can see, it's totally dry at the bottom, so it really needs some more. This soil was pretty dry. Okay, so it is draining. It's getting some water in the bottom of this container. So that is my signal that it is enough. This soil is moist enough. It is nice and moist. So I'm going ahead and drop these Napa cabbage seeds in here. And that way I don't have to worry about doing a lot of labeling because I don't have any labels in my pocket. So I'll label this when I get inside. But I did bring my kohlrabi seeds out. I had my purple kohlrabi. I also bought out some, and I had them upside down in my pocket, but I don't think anything's wasting. Ouch. Oh, I did have some labels stuck me. These are some used ones, but I reused my labels, but I don't think, I know I don't have a pen. I remember taking my marker out. So we'll go ahead and I'm gonna put these up here and have them upright. So I got all kinds of stuff in my pocket. I shouldn't have. I got 2 sharps in my pocket, y'all. I told y'all I was upset today, so that's no excuse, but I got to be more careful with things like that. You don't want to have anything sharp in your pocket, especially when you have a habit of falling and running and falling. So I'm not going to call that a habit. That's something that happened one time. I'm planning to let that happen no more because today I had made my mind up when I came out here. I had already said, I said, if I see something today, hey, I'm taking it out. Well, y'all, excuse me. But I said, I'm getting it today. I'm probably going to take that out, what I just said, because that just don't sound right. But I was upset. I made my mind up today. I wasn't going to be intimidated by anything today. I had made my mind up, but it just happened so fast. And what what really got me is the fact that it was so close to my daughter. I'm gonna pour all these seeds in my hand because I have another package of Nappa seeds, but there is not that many, and I'm putting them in this entire tray. And so I probably put 2 in each one of these trays. And if I have some left, I'll put them back in here. It's going to be hard to put 2 because these seeds are so tiny. But I don't know. So far, that one, I had 2 that time. But I'm going to stay on task on the road that I'm on because sometimes I have a tendency to jump around. And I miss some. But y'all, I don't want to tell y'all every time I have an encounter with some of these critters out here, but I have to tell you all because I want you all to know, because I don't want you to be careless. And you might say, well, I'm not going to be, but I see it too much. People just all laid out in the garden with their back up against a bunch of weeds. And I'm going to put all these in here. Not that many left in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. And I will thin my plant, not thin them. Well, this season is not the year this season is not the season for thinning. I think if you got those extra plants, if you can, if you any way possible, go ahead and save those plants and plant them out into the garden. Just take them and put them somewhere else if you can get those roots. Okay, so my Nappa cabbages are planted. Okay, so now I'm going to put my vermiculite on top. Vermiculite will help to retain the moisture, keep down the fungus gnat population. So we have our Nappa cabbages planted. I am going to go ahead and make a label because I did go ahead and get my marker. And I'm going to use one of my labels that I've already used and put down Nappa cabbage. And so we got our Nappa cabbages planted, and I'm excited about that because y'all know I love those Nappa cabbages, and I love to eat them. I just love cabbages, but I want to make that kimchi with these Napa cabbages. Hopefully having a lot of Napa cabbages for my garden and some to share with my friends and my family. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video today and that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.